An ally has returned.
Hello, Paul Bellow here, once again in the LitRPG Adventures workshop. And today we're looking again at the unified world builder that is a work in progress. Let's go ahead and generate something here. And one of the things I added, you can now hover over a tile and it'll change the information rather than having to click or double click on it. And then we also have regions now. They don't have great names yet. They're just really placeholders while I got it working. But the idea is I'm really working on now the order of steps to take. Like, we probably want to generate the map first and then generate the world info based on that, the kingdoms and the regions. Adding all of these regions one by one wouldn't be fun, so what I'm thinking of doing is adding a button down here maybe. Populate regions, and what it would do is maybe give us 2 or 3 sentences as a base, and then maybe it has add more information or lets you edit what you have in there, and then do the same thing for kingdoms. So at that point we would have world info, kingdoms, and regions, and then what we could do is then begin to work on the actual cities that would pull from that information: Kingdom 0, the Tangled Rainforest, etc. And as before, the tiles on the main map, probably gonna make it so you can set it to whatever you want, but the idea is to have the overland, maybe a 30-mile hex, and then each of these would be a 10-mile hex. So this is kind of like a zoomed in view. And what I'm working on a lot lately is the back end, saving all the stuff in a database, tying it all together. I think what's going to happen, rather than export entire world, although I might have that in the far future, is to have on each tile, after you generate your cities, dungeons, NPCs, encounters, and monsters, and notes, have a export this tile, that would export this map, any city map, basically export everything for this tile. So if you're prepping for a game, they're going to be on this tile or that tile, you can print it all out or grab it as a PDF, or actually just use the tool live on a tablet maybe. I don't know. So we got the Verdant Watch, which is a campsite with a population of 10 to 50. It's in the Serene Meadows, double spices. Okay, what we got down here is I'm having it automatically generate 2 image prompts, and the problem is that GPT 3.5 kind of chokes on these a little bit. So what I might do is just have the city generate the description and history, and then have a button down here, generate image prompt, and it would generate, something like this. And then also put a text box here so that you could add, more details about exactly what you want, like overhead view or, street level view, etc. But as of now, you can choose prompt A1 or B2. And let's do a charcoal. And click a button. And we'll see what we get here in just a second. Okay. Okay, it's a campsite. Got some tropical stuff going on. Let's try prompt B in a watercolor style. So yeah, the idea is to have each of these tiles, filled out with information, and then, the city generation is going to pull from the tile, but then it also pulls from, ooh, I like that one. It also pulls from other cities in the region. Now, I don't know if it'll work here, but let's say we put a hamlet right next to it, and then I'm sending to the prompt, oh, there's a campsite named blah blah blah, nearby. So it might or might not, add it into it. And then another thing I want to do is add the ability to choose a different model, 3.5 or 4 or even Claude. We got a mistake there. Oh, GPT. Try one more. I will get these more stable before I launch. Just kind of throwing stuff in place now to get the backbones working and figure out how I'm going to tie it all together. So let's try another one here real quick. I need to not disable that if it errors out. Would probably be a good idea. I don't know why it's acting so funky today. I did change the prompts a little bit to get the second image prompt out. Small city, serene meadows. Oh, it named the kingdom for us. Interesting. Let's see if it mentioned Verdant Watch. Verdant. Anyway, you get the idea. We'll do another prompt down here. Let's do paper craft. Dun, dun, dun. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you got ideas, or you're like, no, don't do it that way, that's so dumb, please let me know. Or, ooh, that's cool, but you should also do this. Not really paper craft, but let's do a cartoon. Let's see what comes out. But yeah, the idea is that each city would have multiple images, each NPC, the dungeons I'm going to work out, the map and everything for that. Stay tuned. But people encounters, etc. Encounters will be real easy to do. Not really cartoon. So back to work on the prompts as well. But like I said, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Cities are still off, it seems. That would be there. Yep. So yeah. Real quick before we go, let's try to do something crazy and do a 150 by 50 map. So it can do it. Not very super performant. Looks like we got some zoom issues. But you can see, did that do 2 labels there? It's the emerald jungle, the lush rainforest. Okay, so back to work on that as well. But I think what I'm probably going to have to do, because you saw a map that size, there's so many tiles, probably going to limit it to, maybe 40 by 20, 20 by 40. If you think that's a acceptable idea. Let me know in the comments if you hate it and think I should go ahead and try to do more. Let me know. But I'm really trying to get a basic product out so that you guys can give it a shot and we can start to iterate. So I'm gonna work on the world information, filling out the kingdom and the regions, and then that should give us even more consistency and coolness when it comes to the generations for the cities and whatnot. So let's do super varied, wet, some lakes and rivers. Not shabby. I'm starting to like it. Let's go to Arctic and see what we get. No, the sand is still messed up there. Not a huge priority at the moment, though. Nice. Let's try higher water. See what happens. Get a cool looking continent type deal. So yeah, let me know what you think. Frost Peak peaks. Like I said, these are just placeholders for now, so we'll get some more region names in there, but it's really helping with the generation of the cities and whatnot. So, wow, it named every single water tile, I think. That's all I got. Thanks for your time, and we'll have more soon. Bye.
An ally has left the game.